Good morning everyone. So today let us see how to find out the twiddle factor. So as I've already discussed in the previous classes, twiddle factor is nothing but your Wn. Okay, it is nothing but your Wn. So Wn, it is nothing but just e to the power of minus j 2 pi by n. Okay, if n is equal to 8, it will become W8. If n is equal to 4, it is W4. Okay, first let me see W8. So how we will be writing W8? It is nothing but e to the power of minus j 2 pi by 8. Okay, into 0. If it is W8 to the power of 0. So it is nothing but Wn is nothing but e to the power of minus j 2 pi by n, which can also be written as in the form of a formula. It is cos of 2 pi by n minus j sin 2 pi by n. Okay, it is like this. So for that purpose, it is cos of 2 pi by 8 into 0 minus j sin 2 pi by 8 into 0. In the same way, let me see what is W8 to the power of 1. It is nothing but e to the power of minus j 2 pi by 8 into 1, which is equal to cos 2 pi by 8 into 1 minus j sin 2 pi by 8 into 1. Okay, so next W8 to the power of 2, it is nothing but e to the power of minus j 2 pi by 8 into 2, which is equal to cos 2 pi by 8 into 2 minus j sin 2 pi by 8 into 2. Okay, so in the same way, W8 to the power of 4 is equal to e to the power of minus j 2 pi by 8 into 4 cos of 2 pi by 8 into 4 minus j sin 2 pi by 8 into 4. In the same way, W8 to the power of 5 we will calculate, W8 to the power of 6 we will calculate, W8 to the power of 7 we will calculate. Okay, now we will see how we will be doing in the calculator. So as you know, this will be always equal to 1. Okay, so first thing, we have to keep the calculator in radians mode. So now I'll solve this, that is W8 to the power of 1. I will write cos 2 shift pi divided by 8. I'll take it as alpha y. Okay, minus shift imaginary sin 2 shift y divided by 8 alpha y, close the bracket. Why we are doing in this way? Because it will reduces again and again typing of this cos and sin. So I'll be writing y is equal to 0, y is equal to 1, y is equal to 2. As this is y is equal to 0, y is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, y is equal to 3. Okay, y is equal to 4, y is equal to 5, 6 and 7. So you need not type again and again. So what we will do, we will solve for y is equal to 0. If you want to see, for y is equal to 0, it is equal to 1. So we'll be writing it is equal to 1. In the same way, solve y, that is y is equal to 1. If I take, it will be equal to root 2 by 2. I'll write down root 2 by 2 minus root 2 by 2 I. This can also be written as 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2 I. Okay, on this side. Next, solve y is equal to 2. So when you solve y is equal to 2, what you will be getting? It is minus I, or you can take it as minus j. Okay. Next, solve y is equal to 3, what you will be getting? It is equal to minus 1 by root 2. I can also write in the same way, minus 1 by root 2 j. Okay, same thing, y is equal to 4. You will be getting it as minus 1. So for y is equal to 5, we will calculate. That is equal to minus 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2 j. If you want, you can write down the same thing, or you can write down in the same way. It is one and the same thing. Again, for y is equal to 6, I will take. Solve y is equal to 6. What I will be getting? I will be getting it as j. Okay, solve y is equal to 7. So when I solve y is equal to 7, what will be getting? Again the same thing, 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2 j. Okay, so we have solved from 0 till 7. So again, if you want w8 to the power of 8, it will be w8 to the power of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. In the same way, it will repeat 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. In that way, it gets repeated. So this is the way you need to find out the total factor, that is W8 for W8. The same thing follows, the same procedure follows for W4. Okay.